Hey, my name is Nonematikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Aibo, guys. Aibona. I could not believe that we actually did something like that. Izolo, we had to go through indaba ye-height dance. And hey, the Leonard people, ujudge Nobaloy, calculating i-height ngendlela wrong. Calculating i-height ngendlela wrong. Mr. interfered kwabe kurongo already ogqiba ubaloyi wathi ba umnisi is right because umnisi was calculating le nto ebeyixelelwa ngubaloyi but the calculations were wrong. Azikho ii-height ezingo-180 zabantu, azikho ngo-1,8, 1.87, 1.86, 1. Yazini, I did not believe ukuthi we are trying to prove murder that sense when we're talking about heights in that manner. Anyway, so izolo, guys, the state was trying to link a man to a murder based on something millions of people share. Height, not DNA, not fingerprints, not a weapon, just height, Gesan. And to make it worse, they are backing it up with a statement from someone who is no longer alive to be questioned. This is where things get very interesting, Gesan, because abantu bayakhula. 2014, Untanze was 23 years old. For 2014, when Senzo died, Untanze was 23 years old, and Untanze was growing, okay? Untanze, abanye abantu abanjengo-Untanze, they grow. They grow. So now, if they are going to take that height, the current height by comparison, young 2014, that's a bait. In fact, it's not even a bait. It's very unfair. Now let's talk about something here. I remember one of the members in my life, they even talked about biology when it comes to this. But a person can continue growing well into their early 20s, which is Untanze was still growing. Go 2020, go 2014. Sometimes up to the age of 25, depending on the genetics and when the puberty started. Now, think about this carefully because the incident happened in 2014. The measurement happened in 2020. 6 years later, you are now measuring the same person at the same stage of life, right? Because that time he was 23. Right now, the 2020 was how old was he? 29, I think. Yes, he was 29. Go 20. Okay, he was gonna turn 29 somewhere along the yes. Yeah, he was 29, gonna turn 30, right? I think so. Now, the question becomes, are we comparing the same body or a developed version of it? Because Untanze Wango 2014 and Untanze Wango 2020 are not the same person, including Untanze Wango 2020 and Wango 2026 are not the same person. Physically, biologically, it's not. So something is very wrong there. Because if Ntanzi grew even slightly, from 2014 to 2020, then the entire height comparison becomes unreliable. It is very wrong. This is not some speculation. This is basic human development. Some of you, I'm sure they are doctors. Some of you are microbiologists or whatever, but you would know what I'm talking about. Now, height can't be what is used holistically to identify Untanze to the case. Ne? Now, let's talk about that. Let's perhaps go deeper on that. Height is not unique. It's not even a fingerprint or DNA or a facial recognition situation. Thousands, even millions of people share the same height. So when the state says this person matches the height, excuse you, sir, what you mean? The real response should be, so does half of the population in the world. They match the same height. What do you mean? What are you on about? Height can only assist, but it It can never identify. It can assist. On its own, it is weak evidence, and courts knows this. Also, when it comes to the issue of who saw, who they are saying Michaeleni saw this at night for starters. Michaeleni saw running people and assumed of their age groups and assumed of their heights. There's a lot of assumptions when it comes to Michaeleni. His evidence is kokai, is very dodgy. Okay. Now, the danger of it all is that they are relying on a deceased person's statement who could not come here and be tested. That's the danger game. Now, where it becomes even more serious, the state brings in the statement from Umakeleni. Yes, legally, that can be allowed under certain conditions. But let's be clear about those conditions. The statement must be reliable. In my view, it's not. It must be properly obtained. It must carry strong evidential value. Now ask yourself these questions. Who verified how that statement was taken? Was it tested under cross-examination? Can its accuracy be challenged? No, because the person is no longer here. Now, all of this is what? Nonsense, weak, still weak. That's the bottom line. Now, this is a critical point. The state is not using strong evidence plus supporting detail. They are using weak evidence, height, supported by another fragile element, deceased person statement. And in law, weak plus weak does not equal strong. Never. It exposes something else entirely, a case that is struggling to find solid ground. Now, the bigger strategic question is, so what are we really seeing here with what Baloyi is doing? Is it a calculated legal strategy from Baloyi, or is this an attempt to fill in gaps with anything available? What's going on? Because when a case is strong, you see direct links, hard evidence, clear identification, not assumptions built on heights. You don't see that. You see proper evidence. This is no longer just about one piece of evidence. This is about the standard of proof, the credibility of the case, and whether this can ever reach beyond reasonable doubt. Because right now, this does not look like proof to me. It looks like pressure. It looks like Baloyi is under pressure. He's under pressure from the public, under pressure from his own office, under pressure from all legal scrutiny, under pressure from Ubongani Ntanzi, the witness that he put in there, and Ubongani Ntanzi was there for long to even understand how Baloyi moves. If Baloyi moves like a snake, Ntanzi knows how that snakes move. If Baloyi moves like a duck, Ntanzi knows how that duck. Do you understand? Ntanzi now understand. He is so used to Baloyi, he does not even care. At this point, he is not even caring of the judge. He doesn't give a damn. He don't give a damn about them all. That is how dangerous the situation has become. And these are the same people that expect us to take them seriously. We must take them serious. Really? Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts about this? Because wow, Sana, desperation is on another level here because the cookie is crumbling. The cookie is crumbling. What are your thoughts? I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.